Oh yeah, it's on. Sell your card, pin.tt. Sell your card, pin.tt. Pin.tt. Free mobile app. Pin.tt. Just takes one snap. Pin.tt.
There with you. Digicel.
To help fight the spread of germs, learn WHO's hand washing habits. Yes, the World Health Organization says washing hands with soap is an effective way to prevent the spread of germs. Together, let's help fight the spread of germs in Trinidad and Tobago.
So get up, unite for your team. Give the best we've got. Guess how we plan every battle, every pitch, every band, every deal, every wicket, every stone. And the art and soul and passion, and the culture, Caribbean blows. When playing to promote our nation, with the team in a unification. When the stadium ram bleach at the continent, and the meaning of beautification. It's how we play.
Welcome back to the Lara Academy Oval for match 23. TKR, the Knight Riders, up against St Kitts and Nevis Patriots. And the Patriots desperate for points. Guys are in the house. Pierre, Silva, Emirates, New Boy, Amir Jangu. A bit of Dinesh Ramden as well. So young guys getting a go, experienced guys wanting to make a mark. And Patriots won the toss and want to go up front and field, and there's been some changes here. Quite a lot of changes. St Kitts and Nevis, Lynn, Drakes and Cottrell are in. And for the Trinbago Knight Riders, Amir Jangu, he's come into the side. So the captaincy's gone to Dwayne Bravo, Raza, Tambe and Phillip also make in there. So 4 changes. No Sunil Narine, no Pollard, no forward armour, no Seals. They're all having a bit of a break. Might have a few niggles around, but certainly at the toss, Dwayne Bravo said, yeah, it's a busy tournament, and KP, Byron Pollard, needs a break. Hero Plint, ball is taken. The umpire's out in the middle. Bet Daily, our official sponsor, this match. Measures Wilson and Butler standing out in the middle. Leslie Reifert Jr. is our third match partner. Mobile Premier League, NPL. Sponsors and more of them. We're going to have a little turbo countdown shortly too. Rattle off a few more of them. A big game this. Darren Ganga alongside and DG. Patriots, can they cause an upset here?
Happy morning to you, Danny Morrison, and to everyone looking on. Another 2 matches today in Hero CPL 2020. Lendl Simmons, as per usual, will open the batting for the Knight Riders. He's flirted with us with his scores. Hasn't been big. This young man will be excited. Amir Jangu, just 23 years of age, left-handed batsman. He's played a few first-class matches, but he will want to make a mark. This is the 3rd year he's been with the Knight Riders, and he gets a chance finally on debut. He will be up against an experienced campaigner, Sheldon Cottrell, the left-arm seamer.
Turbo countdown. Nearly ready to get things underway here. A little bit of cloud cover has come in. A lot of sunshine this morning. Good forecast. Nathan Butler says, let's go, gents. Cottrell back in the side. Lendl underway straight away.
Watchful. Lendl Simmons with that delivery, angling into the right-hander. It's a left-right combination at the top for the Knight Riders. This young man was born in St. James, which is more to the northwesterly tip of Trinidad. Played majority of his club cricket for the Mary Boys Cricket Club in the Premiership division here in Trinidad. 22 first-class matches to his name. No first-class century just yet.
Don't rush life. A little bit of nibble. Tom Moody was on about. It's a pitch report. Just grab, maybe with a proud sing, but also the swing. If you're full enough, yeah, just win enough. Just a hint.
Tim Seifert of the Knight Riders.
Goes to leave it. Take one and be happy. Get off the dreaded mark. Jangu.
Opens his account in T20 cricket, Amir Jangu. Talented young batsman, wicket keeper as well. Would have played majority of his first-class cricket for the Leeward Islands Hurricanes. Was a member of the combined campuses and colleges in the 50-over tournament here in the West Indies.
Squirt didn't know much about this Lendl Simmons. Now, for the stats gurus, got a ripper for you. Knight Riders. Now in the power play, they're about the third best. In the first 6 overs, they're almost scoring 40. Almost 40 in terms of a start and a get-together inside the power play. It's around that. Patriots, they concede 42.85. It's the 5th worst. Only Jamaica are worse than that. That's a nice channel. And the Patriots, inside the power play, have only taken 10 wickets. Well, they need to change that. They sit at the foot of the table, and this stat is about that. They don't take enough wickets up front in the power play, and they concede the 5th worst. The Knight Riders, they're the fewest in terms of wickets lost in the power play. So all of those things tick a lot of boxes for TKR. Hence, 7 on the trot. The swing, nicely onto the blade. Oh, I think that's going to be 4. Drake's, those legs are too long, son. Giving up 4. Undone, 4. I think that'll change. And have a little roll on here. Any more runs than that.
Just didn't have the awareness of being close to that advertising board. Dominic Drakes into his 2nd game for this Patriots team. Just there, contact. Whilst the ball is in his hands. So we should see the signal. Yep. 4 to end the over, 6 without loss.
It's easy to feel on top of your game when a solid team helps support you. That's why the experts at Jameson make products for immune support made with pure ingredients. We'd say it's a winning lineup. Stay strong with Jameson.
First over negotiated nicely here for the Knight Riders. Jangu, the new man. Oh, up and over against Desari Joseph and his pace. Yeah, it'll feel good, even though it's a little edgy. It's runs.
You can glean someone's attitude from the way they play the first couple deliveries in their innings. Jangu with a positive intent already. length delivery. It was a little bit close, but knew that he wanted to get it over the slip, so he put a little extra velocity in that swing. That should feel good for him.
Oh, he's just got 2 straight here. So back-to-back boundaries here for Django. Leg buys, but they still all count.
Getting 2 straight, Alzari Joseph hasn't been the most consistent in terms of his lines and lengths as a fast bowler in this tournament.
Rhythm is the key for long run. Lovely easy action. He's such an athlete, as Alzari Joseph, but things are slightly off and you run up. Hard to present well at the crease, so it does play a part on your confidence too.
We all know he's quick in pace. Played that game against the Barbados Tridents. Had 1 for 48, and then against the Tridents in the second match, figures a little bit better, 1 for 32 from his 4.
Type of Lendl Simmons. Felt there, was he in 2 minds to go up and over, and then had to say, look, I better keep it down. Talk about up and over. Wow, up and boom. El Dorado Sky King getting about town in the ground. Yeah, just the 1 slip, Ben Dunk. He's in a wide slip position. Going to cover a couple of bases possibly, but Brad Emmerich just going to tweak the field here. So third man's going to come up, deep backward square, and the man at a straight mid-wicket. Hence that last stroke, and we might have to have a new bit of willow out there.
Hardness of the new ball might have made contact in the wrong place of the bat, resulted in a crack. Simmons will want to change this bat and get a new one. Nice view of the Brownlow Cricket Academy, nestled in South Trinidad. Very spacious venue. Very different experience as well to that of the Queen's Park Oval.
Yes, I love that intimacy. That intimacy of Queen's Park Oval. A lot closer. This modern, new, some open spaces, understandably. Oh dear. Throw it on the fire. That's it. Gonski. That'll do it.
Just struck the Q end of the bat. Snapped. Had some work before with the strapping, so that bat surely expired now. Two gone, 15 without loss.
I decided that I would try it once for some strange reason. It started to work because every time I run on hard surface, my left knee as well tends to pain the next day. Yeah. So I tried it, and some miracle it worked.
So I'm gonna put you on the spot right now. Is it your mind or does the product work?
Well, I've been running on the road every day now, and I have no pain in my joints. So it's definitely the product.
So the product works.
Definitely.
To the Knight Riders, 3 to the Patriots. What I like about these changes are opportunities for the younger players, the lesser known players in T20s. Hero Caribbean Premier League has often spoken about this being a tournament that aids the development of young West Indian cricketers. What Knight Riders has done, they've given the opportunity to one Amir Django, who's on show, Anderson Phillip as well. He's been sitting in that dugout for all matches, and today he gets a chance, the right-arm fast bowler. It's such an important part of the developmental process of young talent. Good single taken. Direct hit. Dayton Butler will just check. Don't think that Django is in trouble.
Geez, what a pickup. What a pickup from Sergeant Cottrell of his own bowling. Holy, yes! Darren Ganga, get my specs on, brother. You need some goggles. DG, yeah, brilliant. Turn pickup in one movement. Simply outstanding from Cottrell. There it is, confirmation. Run out. Yeah, some high fives and smiles all round for Sheldon Cottrell back on the side today for match 23. Well done, Sarge. How about a salute? Look at this. Ha!
Wow, that's surprising. He was ball watching for a second, Amir Django, and he paid the price. Gone for 6. He will be disappointed. 15 for 1.
When your prized possession is in an accident, when all you've built over the years is washed away or what's valuable taken from you, Tattle's financial strength and commitment to fair claim settlement make your worries recede. You can depend on Tattle to help restore what matters to you. Talk to us about motor and property insurance you can trust. Tattle, where people are people. You know what I mean. A member of the Answer McCall Group.
Here's Mr. Dependable, player of the match last time out yesterday. Simmons on the charge. Says, I like my new blade. Hey, it's Wednesday.
And showing muscle. Guns are out. Length delivery. Just hammered in front of square by Lendl Simmons. He's always looked in good form at the crease, but doesn't have the big scores to back that up. Is today the day for Lendl Simmons to really announce himself in Hero CPL 2020. Just want to continue on that point I was making with the young players in this tournament. Hero CPL made it mandatory for every franchise to play their emerging players for a minimum of 5 matches. It was a brilliance by Cottrell. Turned without even having a chance to look for a long time at the target. Spoke about Amir Django, just ball watching before he grounded his bat. That split second cost him in the end. So apart from getting game time, these young players, they also have the opportunity of that dressing room experience. Not only of the iconic West Indian T20 players, but also the foreign international players who bring a lot of experience, a lot of value, a lot of approaches to the game, which as a young player you can learn and you could apply to your own development.
Yes, the breeding ground, the nursery for the youth. Well watched, well respected Lendl Simmons on that delivery. 3 done, 21 for 1. Here's the run out. What a spectacular run out it was too from Sheldon Cottrell in the turn. Power he generated. That twist and crow hop in one movement. Brilliant. Sunil Narine, he's having a rest, so's Fawad Ahmed. 4 changes for TKR. Sunil Narine, Kyron Pollard, Fawad Ahmed and Seals as well. Jaden Seals has missed out, so there's 4 big changes for the side batting, and that is Hanson. Didn't quite time it as well as he would have liked. Just be hauled in from Lewis. Test that groin out again.
That stroke taking Cullen Munro beyond 200 runs in Hero CPL 2020. Despite him having a few low scores, still very much an essential part of this TKR batting lineup.
Appreciably darker here. Oh dear, no. De Silva, who's a keeper. Such a shining example of work ethic. Joshua De Silva. Need to get those big thighs in the way. It's plagued the Patriots, isn't it? Some of this fielding.
A different feeling, quite actually. You saw that brilliance from Cottrell. Now this. And that's the inconsistencies which have plagued this Patriots side. Currently positioned at number 6 on Hero Motorcorp leaderboard.
Dunk's going to be moved. Go into the covers. So this ring field on the offside to stop Munro's prolific driving. Such a good driver on the up through the offside. The square drives. Too short and straight, you'll go over square leg for 6. Well bowled. Good comeback.
Which players are on your Dream 11 squad for today's contest? Join on to Dream 11 and pick your fantasy team. Ruben Tambe in the squad today. He can make a difference with his leg spins. So too Dominic Drakes, the left arm seamer.
This is good rhythm. Notice with Alzari Joseph, just a little bit more confidence. And the surface, clearly a little bit more responsive. If you're back end of a length or into the surface, there's good carry and a little bit of extra bounce, certainly more so than the Queen's Park Oval. Nice bit of greenery in terms of the stadia, but like Antigua, very similar setup. Open stands and the grass terracing. Up and over. Yeah, nice stroke. So adept at that is Colin Munro. Boundary to the Kiwi.
Using pace, Colin Munro just clears that front foot to give himself room and flicks that bat upwards. No fielder in that deep third man region, so that's a safe shot. Dark clouds looming here at the Brian Lara Cricket Academy. Riyad Emrit at the toss spoke about wanting to bowl first because of this threat.
Reminded me of that sci-fi movie, Independence Day, with a big UFO. It's huge. Ow, is this hurt? Yeah, this is hurt. On the glove. We've had 4 overs, going to need some attention, Munro. It is 29 for 1 here. Yeah, he's got through the stroke, as we saw in a replay. I think he's got through the stroke and it's hit him on the inside part of the glove. You see his hand visibly shaking. Let's have a look. He got through, and those are nasty. They really are, because it misses sometimes the padding when you get on that inside part. Sort of the index finger. Ouch. Lots of cold spray. Just looking at the ground staff, they've got a bit toey side on down the boundary side to our left as we look out from our media centre here. Now, Joel Wilson, good local, also coming from that north and east side. It's starting to come in now. A shower blowing through. Most annoying because it's been gorgeous this morning. Forecast, sure, was pretty good, but also, I'm saying it's the rainy season and the odd shower can blow through here. So, probably a welcome break for Colin Munro, taking a spicy one. On the hand there, Physio's out there, and so are the ground staff. Get that Hessian cloth down quickly, please, gents. They do. And the covers. Ground staff here and at Queen's Park Oval have been very busy indeed.
Weather forecast did say that rain would linger. This contest just halted a bit because of the rain interruption. Knight Riders in pursuit of their 8th consecutive win in Hero CPL 2020 at the moment. 29-1 after being sent in to bat by the Patriots. Amir Django on debut. Only wicket to fall via the run-out route. With some brilliance from Sheldon Cottrell. Lendl Simmons looks very confident at the crease, 10 from 10. And this was the wicket. Cottrell, without having a long look at the target, was accurate with the throw. Django was ball watching. That accounted for his run out. So only 2 bowlers used so far by the Patriots. This is a Trinbago Knight Riders home game. And it's the beautiful Twin Island Republic of Trinidad and Tobago. Lovely coastal views, beautiful beaches, in particular the most popular Maracas Bay, northwestern tip of the island, and it is also a country that is culturally diverse. Most of the citizens, they celebrate all the religious festivals. Twin Island Republic known for its steel pan music, and the Festival of Carnival, which is a big festival attended by lots of tourists. Live shots here at the Brown Lara Cricket Academy. Doesn't look too good. Not quite sure how long this interruption will last. Ground staff busy at work protecting the square. One good thing about this venue is the fact that it drains well. So once the rain abates, we are confident that we will get play.
Yeah, good covers here as well. As you say, Darren, very, very good drainage. Modern venue, only about just over 3 years old, isn't it, here? Yeah. Most annoying though. Yeah. Well, he had a special moment, didn't he, just last week? Dwayne Bravo, 500th T20 wicket, 100th CPL wicket as well. And after he got that landmark, our intrepid journo, Alex Jordan, caught up with him.
Well, history has been made here today at the Queen's Park Oval. the first man to 500 T20 wickets, DJ Bravo. We know him as Dwayne Bravo. Dwayne, congratulations.
Thank you very much. First of all, thanks to Almighty God for allowing me to be the first. It's a great journey. And I want to say thanks to all my teammates, thanks to all the teams that I play for around the world, and to be able to achieve that right here at home. This is where I started playing cricket, at age 8 is where it all started for me, and I can't be a more happier person to get that 500 here at the Queen's Park Oval.
How special that it also happened during the CPL. It's your 100th CPL wicket, and another record. Yeah. Can you remember your first wicket? We saw a graphic today.
My first CPL wicket, it's impossible to remember that.
Scott Styris.
CPL?
No. First ever T20 wicket.
Oh, in New Zealand. Okay. I can't remember, but like I said, Scotty is also a world-class player. Played well for New Zealand, had a very good international career. Being the first to get 100 in CPL as well, again, another great achievement for me personally. But what I enjoy the most is whenever I play in tournaments, apart from taking wickets, I win trophies. So that for me is more important than me achieving these personal stuff. I think along with Pollard, Russell, I think we win most T20 tournament in the world, and that is what we play for. We just don't want to play in those leagues and take part. We want to dominate and we want to win.
That's why you had a massive hit called Champion. Well, let's talk about the actual moment. It came off the big guy, Rakeem Cornwall. We were looking for it all week. Talk me through it.
Yeah, they get off to a pretty decent start, and once again, Paulie said to me, try and see if I could get a over in the power play. I don't normally bowl in the power play. Obviously, it's not position I normally bowl. But like I said, I'm up for everything, whatever the team is required. And Cornwall is a very dangerous player. And I give him a Yorker, I give him a slower ball, I give him a harder Yorker again. And I said, okay, now I have to go hard length. And it worked, straight to Manas. As Mana said, he's part of history now. He was the one to get a 500 catch. And I think everyone was happy for me. And, I'm happy for myself. And again, my teammates is the one need to take some credit as well.
Well, we're delighted for you. When it gets to numbers like 100 and 500, are there any that stand out? Are there any that take you back to that very moment and think that was a huge one?
Well, I saw you guys put up on the board that the one I dismissed the most was Pollard, and I had no idea actually Pollard was the most dismissed, but he's my very good friend, and to have a high quality player like that on top of the list. But I enjoyed the battle. This is a batsman game. It's designed for batsmen. We bowlers have it very hard. My position that I bowl normally is in the back end of the innings to some quality players. So yes, I accept the fact that I go for runs, but as you can see, I also get wickets as well, and that is, it's part of the game. For me to dominate a batsman-friendly game like this, I'm happy. Outside of the game, you do so much for cricket as well, and obviously in music, and you're such a superstar. Tell us a bit about that part of your career. You have a new studio. Yes, I have a new studio, 47 Production. I'm very passionate about music, passionate about my culture here in Trinidad and Tobago, and also Caribbean culture. So I see myself as a vessel to take Caribbean culture to places that is never heard. So like the Asian countries, India, Sri Lanka, Pakistan, Bangladesh, even if you go to Australia, New Zealand and these places, you don't really hear soca music, reggae music or dancehall music. So for me, being the champion, I want to be able to do all these collaborations with various musicians around the world and try to incorporate our culture, and let's see what happens. Well,
you are the messenger. You know me very well, DJ Bravo. I'm missing the music this round. Give us a little something now. Give us a little vibes in the place.
DJ 500, DJ 100. Everybody knows, say DJ a champion. What? Champion.
That's just really wonderful for you, and your family must be really pleased.
Yeah, definitely. Even my little son Dwayne sent a voice note for me this morning. He's only 3 years old, and it was so cute. My daughter, everyone is very proud. Message from my coach, my manager, everybody. So
Again, it was there waiting to happen. I started off the tournament, needed 3 wickets, so I know at some point it will happen. But as I said to my brother, they were actually more anxious than I am. They had a big presentation like 2 games ago, and I was like, guys, listen, it didn't happen yet. It will happen on God's time, not on my time, and it's perfect that it happened here at the Queen's Park Oval. I really feel proud about that. I guess we go celebrate, but the game is not finished, and hopefully we still able to get to play again and then see how the day panned out.
Hey, there's your brother, DM Young Bravo.
Yes.
When you reach numbers like this, 100 and 500, are you still hungry? Do you still want them the same way?
Of course. I think, this is what I was born to do. As a kid, as I told you, at the age 8 is where I found the love for cricket. I said to guys before, even though there's no fans, when people ask the question, how does it feel to play without any fans? I say, for me, it don't really affect me. It's good to have fans in the stands, but at the same time, whether there's 500, 5 people, or 1,000, you have to play the game with one way, high intensity, full of energy, play with passion, play with heart, and play fair. And that's how I play my cricket throughout my life. So whether there's fans in the stands or not, I'll be able to play one way.
It's been gorgeous to watch your career, and there are many youngsters around the CPL who I'm sure feel very privileged to be so close to DJ Bravo. When you were coming up in your career, who did you look at like that?
Ian Bishop, definitely. I was a big fan of him. Phil Simmons, Brian Lara, obviously, Richard Smith. When I started my first-class career, Richard Smith was the captain of the team, and then obviously Darren Ganga, who I played under most. So I think even this core of players, Darren Ganga need to take a lot of credit as well, because we are young players coming through our under 19 days, and then he was our leader, and obviously Darren is a very strong leader. So I think all of us give a lot of respect to him for that. But I said the likes of Bishop, Phil Simmons, all these guys, Mervyn Dillon also, they all play a part. My childhood coach, Charles Gillen, he's always been there for me. Being able to learn things on my own, watch the game. I watch cricket a lot. When I'm not playing, I watch. I want to see what other guys are doing, see what they're not doing, and challenge myself. Even in my bedroom watching the game, I challenge myself what I will do in that position. So as a student to the game, I keep learning. As much as I play over 400 games, I keep learning and I keep asking questions.
Well, many will want to learn from you. Do you make it a priority to sort of mentor and coach the younger players?
Yeah, definitely. I see it as my duty now. Even my return to international cricket with the West Indies team, I see myself as that father figure to the bowling group especially. I want to encourage bowlers, especially in this format of the game. Yorkers, work on the Yorkers, work on the skills, and the Yorker ball, whether it's wide, straight, or leg stump Yorker, is the safest ball. I had a chat with Kyle Myers and Raymond Reefer at the pool 2 days ago, yesterday, and we are oppositions in CPL, but at the end of the day, we all have to represent West Indies. So the more that all of us can learn from each other is only better for West Indies cricket. As I said before, I see myself as that kind of mentor, that guy. You look at the way Ali Khan is bowling this season is a big difference from last season. Jaden Sears also. So as much as possible, I'm very approachable, and I make myself available to share whatever knowledge I have.
It's been a long and illustrious career, Dwayne Bravo, and you've managed to keep your fitness together, right? Even out of lockdown. And of course, across the West Indies, I think we struggle, we could say generally, with our fitness. What are your secrets? What's your advice?
Self-pride is one of it. Whether it's a lockdown or not a lockdown, I take my fitness very seriously, eat properly. I always have a good workout routine. Yes, with the lockdown it was more challenging, but I didn't use it as an excuse to just sit home and do nothing. I always like to be active, and I think and also being able to still enjoying the game, still want to compete against the best in the world. Obviously, I'm 36 years old, so there will be whispers around whether you still have it or not. I didn't start the CPL, strong, but again, it's a tournament that 1 or 2 games doesn't really matter. Is how you be able to stay focused and play through the tournament. With the experience that I have, I get through it. But again, it's more self-pride. I look after my body, and I want to play as long as possible.
All right, let's talk about CPL 2020. Out the gates quickly, 3 of 3. You're in the middle of your 4th one. A different start for the St. Lucia Zoops. The tournament matchups look a little different this year.
CPL is always a tough tournament. I think Zooks over the years has been very unlucky. Obviously, they always have a good squad. All the teams always have a good squad on paper. But at the end of the day, cricket play on the field. And when you don't start a tournament strong enough, it's always difficult to come back. Happy to see that they start better this season. But as I said before, they always have a very good squad and a good team, just like St. Kitts, just like Talawas, just like Tridents, Warriors. So we all have good quality players, good international players coming. It's just on any given day, anybody can beat anyone. But for we as TKR, we challenge ourselves. We don't worry about the opposition. We challenge ourselves as players to see how best we can play and come up with victories.
Now, we're good friends, so I know you won't mind me saying, around the region, outside of Trinidad and Tobago, of course, TKR is seen as the big favorites. So everybody's sort of gone against TKR. Do you guys like that sort of added pressures?
Well, we have the nation supporting us. We have 1.3 million people supporting us. So whether the rest of the Caribbean don't support us, that's okay. They have to support their respective islands. But at the end of the day, it's a cricket game. All of us have mutual respect for each other, each and every team. So TKR being the team with the most titles, obviously will be the team to beat. When you look at it on paper, they have Paulie, they have myself, they have Sunil, they have my brother. So, but Jamaica have Russell, they have Carlos, they have Rovman, Sid Lucia, have Sammy, they have Fletcher. So all the teams around, they have star players, players who have success not only in CPL but internationally as well. But it's okay to be the team to beat. It's all right.
And you are the man to beat. 500 T20 wickets, the first man to do it. 100 CPL wickets. Who's next in that lineup, you reckon?
I think the person second is Malinga, but he's like 100 and something wickets behind. But I think Rashid Khan or Sunil Narine, because of the age factor and quality spinners, that definitely they will be the favorites to really get up there and pass it at one point in time. But Malinga is, I think, easily the best T20 bowler ever when it comes to fast bowlers. And unfortunately, he didn't get so many wickets. But if you look at his games and strike rate and stuff, he's easily the best.
You mentioned Sunil Narine. We wish him better this morning. He's not playing today. It's always missing when he's not in the game because he's so incredible. What makes him so good? Look at how he started 2020.
Yeah, he worked very hard. Well, a lot of people don't see, they just see the Sunil Narine on the field. But Sunil is someone, when it comes to cricket training, he trains here every day. Every day he makes it his duty to come down and bat. And, he don't bowl as much in training, but he makes sure he get his batting on song. And, again, we call him king. He's a king for us, and we wish him a speedy recovery. He's not feeling well, and hopefully we get him back soon, because whenever we have Sunil in our lineup, even the opposition fear him as well.
Well, DJ Bravo, you're the king for today. On behalf of all of our team at the CPL, congratulations on a big milestone.
Thank you very much. Thanks.
Yes, DJ Bravo. It was last week there at the Queen's Park Oval. Very good indeed. Yeah, well, I'll tell you what, very good indeed is the weather. So the umpires have been out there. Ground staff have been taking off the covers. To say the sun is out, and the forecast, it has been around for a bit of showers, intermittent rain coming through, but there is a breeze, and that's great because it'll just push through that dark weather. And look at it, coming from our right as you look at the screen here, and so you can see it's all gone to the left of screen, and so positive in terms of the outlook for some play. The Hessian scrim. There's the covers coming off. Yep, there it is. Let's say to the right of picture. At northeast side. We're in the south here in Trini, near Darringanga country, not far away. So here at the Brian Lara Academy, it's looking promising because of the weather. Covers will come off. Toss was won by the Patriots and said, look, TKR, you can have a bat first. And the only man out so far, Django, who was run out by S. Cottrell. Just before we went off, though, Colin Monroe, who's been stellar for TKR, got a short one from Elzari Joseph. Those hurt, DG.
They do. This one in particular would have been painful. Not quite sure if Colin Monroe will be able to continue his innings. Luckily for him, at the break he had a chance and would have tended to that blow he received on his hand. It'll be quite interesting to see if he returns.
He has been so key for TKR over the last few seasons, no doubt about it. Cottrell, Joseph, the only bowlers used so far. It's a run out, evicted by the bowler. Sheldon Cottrell, his own bowler, wonderful pick up and turn, really was. It was very good indeed. His own bowling, the crow hop. So we're just having a little bit of a whisper through that we're going to be back on the park at about 11 a.m, which is approximately 20 minutes away. So not long. Covers have got to be taken off and let the ground staff go about things. We're going to take a little break here and then we come back. Hopefully, great news and live action.
How we play.
The official refreshment partner of CPL T20.
We all know about Avidan Properties Limited. Welcome to Avidan Park. Avidan is the #1 supplier of quality homes in the central region. All homes include remote gate systems, fully AC, security doors, granite countertops, teak cupboards, porcelain tiles, spacious rooms, crowned moldings. All homes are fully approved and lot size are 5,000 square feet to 8,000 square feet. So give them a call, WhatsApp or visit their Facebook page and get one step closer to your dream home.
Monogram, here to share.
Right by, just send a little thing. Another big dream just got saved. A new bride, smile when she see the ring. Our brother's school fee just got paid. Things are going on, we got to try. So we send a thing for we bonafide. Together we can make a plan. Monogram will be the helping hand. Here to share, that's how we do it. Monogram will help you do it. Always there, always Monogram. Knowing they can understand.
Monogram,
here to share, that's how we do it. Monogram will help you do it.
Hi everyone. As we're living with the pandemic and the risk of the virus, I really want to encourage you all to use the online banking channels as well as our Scotiabank Caribbean app. Bank at home to stay home and stay safe. And please feel safe and secure on using our online banking and mobile banking channel. Sign up for Scotiabank Alerts. It also gives an additional feature. This is a great way for you to know anything that's going on with your account. Thank you.
So get up and unite for your team. Look, it's the best we've got. It's how we plan. Every bat, every pitch, every pan, every deal, every wicket, every stone. And the art and soul and passion, and the culture, Caribbean blood. When playing from out all nation, with the team in a unification. When the stadium ram bleach at the grandstand, and the meaning of unification. It's how we play.
Port of Spain, gee, we love it here. This is the 8th edition of the Hero CPL. We're in match 19. The Tridents locking horns with the St. Lucia Zooks. This very famous venue. Muhammad Nabi, Shay Hope, Mr. Mayers. These St. Lucia Zooks have been doing very well. Darren Sammy and Ashley Nurse, the Koogmeister, the Kiwi. He's been enjoying himself here in his first outing of Hero CPL Season 8. The Hero Motorcore leaderboard, 6 from 6, those in red and black, but St. Lucia, they'll be pretty pleased about the season in 2020. They're second on the points table. The Tridents, so they've jumped up to 4th now with 4 points. And St. Kitts and Nevis, frustratingly for St. Kitts and Nevis fans, languishing at the foot of the table. Samuel Badry alongside. A couple of changes here, very interesting for both sides, who would dearly love to keep chewing away and getting 2 points.
Magnificent weather here. Hopefully we get this for the remainder as the officials, the match officials, just grab that ball off the Hero plinth and a little bit of a juggling there. Make sure we get great decisions.
And these guys want to halt there. Still stifle the St. Lucia Zooks opening punch. Cornwall, as we know, loves to get things revving inside the first 6 overs. That's his bag. Look at these strike rate. Extraordinary. From an extraordinary, powerful fella. Rack attack. Can he get going this morning? And my good mate, the Spice Man. Yes, on the Grenadines. 8 runs away, there you go. 1992, what a year, what a season. And he could get going here, hopefully today, and entertain.
Joshua Bishop in for Mitch Santner, given the early responsibility of holding the first over against Rakeem Cornwall.
All right, gentlemen. Let's play.
Jerry Gomez, Media Center. Here we go. The big guy. When does he load up? Flick the switch. Up. Oh, skipper. Well, don't get much taller than that, so he had to get enough on it, Rakeem.
I'm just wondering if there can be change in field. Rakeem Cornwall is so strong straight, so strong down the ground.
He's turning away there, and he's turning into the hands of backward point. Bishop gets his man early again.
Talk about matchups. 1 year ago, he did the same thing. History repeats itself here at the Queen's Park Oval. Much slower from the young man. Good courage. Rakeem Cornwall finds the backward point fielder. And an early strike for the Barbados Tridents. Good start. Rakeem Cornwall goes for 6, 6 for 1 the Zooks.
Up against Spicy. Fletcher. Love you to bits and pieces, Spice. Feathered beautifully. Oh, yes. Hero maximum.
First delivery for Andrew Fletcher, and he does this. As they'll shimmy down the pitch and bang over wide long off. Magnificent start for the Grenadian, for the Spiceman. Jason Holder will have to make the adjustment.
Oh, it's given in Nigel Duguid. Eldorado celebration from the skipper. And Duguid says that is good.
We'll take that, says Jason Holder. Made the adjustment with the line, with the length. And bang on target. And this is where he was so effective in 2019, picking wickets in the power play early up. Did that yesterday as well against the Trinbago Knight Riders. Does it again today. 6 for Andrea Fletcher, 12 for 2 the Zooks. Already lost 2 wickets, a lot of responsibility on his shoulders.
should have been taken. 2 hands there. Thick outside edge.
Joshua Bishop certainly thinks so. Hayden Walsh Jr., magnificent fielder. Excellent bit of fielding there.
Well, it's going to plan for the Tridents because the toss went their way to Jason Holder. Here he is. We're going to squeeze one. Oh, hustle.
Just when you were setting yourself up for some entertainment, Danny. Kim Cornwall, Andre Fletcher. Flattered to deceive.
And over the keeper. Yeah, there's that bounce from Holder. Bouncer gets lucky. 4 done, 23 for 2. Shows all 3, young Boucher. Wonderful hand-eye here with another boundary.
It's a good shot. You have to admire it. And he's gone. Almost Shea Hope when he's on strike. Look at that. And look at Hayden Walsh Jr.'s reaction. Hasn't been going his way. They got the early wickets, Tom Moody, and a couple chances going a begging.
Speaking of deliveries, that is an absolute peach from Rashid Khan. A quick leg break. Always got the challenge, Rashid Khan, where a lot of batsmen just try to play conservatively against him, knowing that if we can deny him wickets, we're a long way ahead in the game. 6 overs gone, it's 35 for 2.
How we play.
35 for 2, end of the Guardian Life power play. Hayden Walsh frustrated the last over.
We all need confidence, whether we're batting, bowling, or in the field. And if you're missing, and that'll be 4.
The bit of flight allows Boucher to pick his spot. Kept his head down, roll his wrists over the ball as well. Gone. This will do his confidence a whole lot of good. He's been threatening, but he gets his man, his first wicket. Hayden Walsh.
Boucher wasn't picking the wrong one at all, stepping away, giving himself room, and just skips on and hits that off stump. He deserved that. He's bowled pretty well. And as you said, Darren Ganga to do his confidence the world of good. Boucher goes for 18 off 20. It's 42 for 3.
Najibullah Zadran, the new batsman for St. Lucia Zooks. Ashley Nurse for the first time. Chase gets a boundary.
Again, the preferred matchup, hitting with the spin over mid-wicket.
5 bowlers. Jason Holder, the only fast bowler used out of the 5. The other point, Tom Moody, Ahmed Nabi, who comes from Afghanistan, who will know a lot about Rashid Khan, so it might work.
Bowled him straight through, so Hayden Walsh Jr. is having a few things go his way now, and he deserves it.
Produces that false shot from Ruston Chase. You don't often see this. I spoke about Chase being efficient with the bat. Well, that head just lifted too early. Took his eyes off the ball and paid the price. That's a huge loss for the Zooks. Chase goes for 14. It's 50 for 4 now. Run rate of 5.7 so far achieved by the Zooks. This will be an important partnership for the Zooks. If they are to get to that par score of 150, you would say, on this surface.
Obviously, Nubby, the more experienced, as he recognises there's a little bit of sloppy fielding there and backs up for a second. And I'm sure Mohammed Nubby would be in your Dream 11. He's certainly one of the best fantasy players going around in this league. You just have to log on to dream11.com or download the app to get involved.
Tridents won the toss, elected to field first. The Zooks 58 for 4. And will it be a day for the Tridents? They're playing away from their lovely homeland, where you can relax outside of the activity of organized sport. Actually can, with the beautiful coastlines, entertain yourself with the water sports. Underwater life is second to none, of course. But we are on land with Hayden Walsh Jr. in the midst of a good spell. 2 for 18 from his 3 overs. What can they do to get rid of Mohammed Nabi? What is their best bowling option to get Nabi out? You know he's setting himself up for later. Maybe they get him now. Yes, they will get him now. Hayden Walsh Jr. A simple catch to Johnson Charles. That is a significant wicket in the context of this match.
And it really speaks to the character of that man, Hayden Walsh Jr. Having had the match he had yesterday and to come today and really step up bowling in the power play, picking up 3 wickets, but none more important than this man, and the courage to give that ball air, to bowl another googly. Simply sensational for the Barbados Tridents. And he knows it. He knows the importance of that wicket. Another wicket falls for the St. Lucia Zooks. Half their team, 58 for 5. Nabi goes for 2.
Excellent from Walsh Jr., Hayden Walsh Jr. Last year's MVP, player of the tournament. Excellent in the field and with ball. And getting some success today. I'll be pleased to look up at the other end now and see Rashid Khan with the ball. Gets off the mark.
And I like the fact that he has come to the crease. In matches gone by, he would have sent Javel Glenn.
Good news, folks. Blue sky for match 23 to resume. Night Riders put in by the Patriots here at the Brian Lara Academy. Local time, well, it's coming up 11 a.m. We started nearly an hour ago. We've only had the 4 overs so far. I can tell you one of the Bravos, this is Darren Bravo. His brother DJ is captain today. Pollard's having a rest. So Colin Monroe took that blow on the hand. We think it's the bottom hand. He got through the stroke. Rather nasty, painful blow on the hand. He's out there with Lendl Simmons. Simmons, who's not out 10 from 10. Monroe, frustrating for him because he started to get established. He got 9 from 7. Struck a nice little couple of drives. 1 over the top. We're going to have the skipper of the St Kitts and Nevis Patriots making an appearance at the crease. One of the old guns, the Patriots, Brad Emmerich. Shifts in the field. Joshua's De Silva, he's coming up to short third man inside the ring. Deep backward square on the fence and a point. We've lost 40 minutes, folks. Hello, D.
Hi, Danny. Not a good sign for the Night Riders. Colin Monroe, he's been prolific for them with the bat. We'll be hoping that there's no fracture that will linger and keep him out of the remaining matches as we get into the business end of this tournament. Spoke about the importance of priming players, giving opportunities in the event of injury.
Hello. The cover's on for a while. A sprinkle of rain. Yeah. Colin Monroe. He came out to have a little bit of a hit up. He said, "Nah, I can't grip the blade. Doesn't look good." Immediately threw off his glove. Yeah, that bottom hand.
Looked very painful, that blow. Also saw him during the break test his hand. Firmly struck. Might just be pulled back. Yep. Doesn't really go into the boundary line, but was muscled again by Simmons. More of a tennis shot, you would say.
Not being his fluent best yet. He has got double figures. Django run out. Wonderful off his own bowling, Sheldon Cottrell. And Monroe, I've just been showing you pictures there of his hand. Got clocked. Bottom hand. Oh yeah, yeah, up and away. Just helped it on its way, and there's a hero maximum for Lendl Simmons. Wonderful.
There wouldn't be anything that Emirates would surprise Lendl Simmons with, because they know each other quite well. They come from the same area in Trinidad. They've played a lot of cricket alongside each other. Lendl Simmons just expecting the short delivery, getting enough bat on it to take it over the line for hero maximum.
Yeah, lovely little swivel. Shades of some of those West Indian stars from the 70s and 80s come to mind. Now, just losing his shape a little bit there at Emirates. With a pump, suddenly there's an extra one. Going for a few. Nine so far off 4 balls with the extra one. Simmons, yeah, out of the popping crease.
Aaron Pollard not playing in today's contest. Dwayne Bravo taking over the reins of captaincy. Four changes for the Night Riders. Amir Django getting his debut. Sikandar Raza, Anderson Phillip, Pravin Tambe in the squad. Sweep on the offside comes into the 30-yard circle. Now a long on.
Dear. Skipper's bowled another wide. Certainly want to keep Lendl at this end and work on Bravo, because there's one to go still, courtesy of that wide. Want to attack Bravo from the outset.
Red Emirate will also be mindful that Simmons likes to stand beside the ball, free that arm through the offside, access the ball. Goes straight. Simmons presents the full face of the bat, then try to overhit it. And he'll get a single to end the over, 40 for 1.
No, this is Radical Trading, you understand? And them have everything to cover anything. Radical Trading have the best fabric designs for your upholstery needs, yeah. So furniture, car, boat, tent, even material for school bags.
This will look really nice on my couch, boy.
They even making pillow too.
Sprang.
Oui.
Oh, shucks, I forget the money.
Serious?
They could pay for it for me.
Me and my big mouth boy, I want a Radical get thing to cover mouth yet.
Radical Trading, 4 locations nationwide.
So El Tanvir broke his digit. He's done with the tournament. Jagger, 6 wickets so far this season. He's bowled well, he's bowled with great control. And he'll be hoping to make some inroads, further inroads into this Knight Riders lineup. I think he should enjoy this battle against Darren Bravo, the left-handed Bravo. Getting the slip in place, Joshua Da Silva.
Yes, good morning, Ian, and to all our viewers out there. It's been impressive. Jagasar, these variations, he's got the deucer as well.
Well ball,
He's had an interesting career, hasn't he, Bish, where he's really come to the game quite late. You know, it was the fact that he focused on education first before cricket.
Yep, partly that, and went into the family's brokerage business. That's a big side of the ground. Lewis has no chance. That is a magnificent strike from Simmons. Looks more in a business mood today.
Yeah, very well picked up. Spotted the length early, got back deep into his crease and launched this. See, he got right underneath that to launch it high and wide over mid-wicket. That is the long boundary. 75 metres at least.
Yes, good leg.
Plus it carried another 10-15 beyond that.
Last ball of the Guardian Live power play. And Simmons gets a boundary. So a fruitful final over of the power play, 52 for 1 off 6.
Combat the stress of today's busy lifestyles. Use Astamin Fort for all-round good health and balance. Astamin Fort contains power nutrients for that extra energy and vitality, 8 essential amino acids and vitamins. Use Astamin Fort to boost energy, build stamina and strength, improve performance, relieve tiredness and stress, and improve memory and concentration. Astamin Fort is excellent supportive therapy for diabetes and hypertension. Get it now at leading pharmacies nationwide.
Well, one officially down. Django run out for 6. And Colin Munro, retired hurt. Not sure whether he's going to return. The umpires signal the completion of the Guardian Life power play. Allows the fielding side to spread the field. Only need 4 inside the circle, the 30-yard circle. So the
outfielders spreading a deep cover. Deep third man, deep fine leg and deep square leg, and the deep mid-on. So mid-off is up in the ring. Drake's back into the attack. Very tight down the leg side. Yeah, and I don't mind that. Bish, I think that's fair. I think it was there to be hit, and it wasn't that far off the pad.
Yeah, Drake's has got to get his line right. And he's got to do it quickly because there's a left-right combination at the crease that'll complicate things further for him. Raza padded up. Back in the squad today, back in the final 11. And some Phillip in there as well, Pravin Tambi, as you've heard before.
Yeah, and Sikander Raza would be keen to get out there and prove himself with the bat. He's primarily a batsman that bowls. Handy with his off spin, and he'll be used, no doubt. But he's been pushed down the order when he's had opportunities in previous games. But he'd welcome the chance for a number of overs. Is one of the young up-and-coming fast bowlers, featuring in this year's Hero CPL. More than handy with a bat as well. He's a natural ball striker. He's a promising all-rounder in my view. He's got a nice easy action, hasn't he, Bish?
Yeah, left-handed version of his dad, Vasbert Drake's. The way that he gets both hands over the ball at the beginning of his run, the way that it's almost a chipping run-up. So much of what he does is almost a contrast of his dad.
Nice and easy approach to the crease. Always look at head position as the bowler goes through the bowling action. His head position is good. It remains upright and down towards the target. He's not falling away to the leg side. There's a lot to like. He's still developing and getting stronger. It's always challenging for young fast bowlers until they get completely settled physically. That's a goodie. That's a real good one. Nice bounce through to the keeper. 7 gone. It's 54 for 1.
To help fight the spread of germs, learn WHO's hand washing habits. Yes, the World Health Organization says washing hands with soap is an effective way to prevent the spread of germs. Together, let's help fight the spread of germs in Trinidad and Tobago.
Shower, kitchen, and sink faucets. Available at hardware stores near you. Aquarius, perfection inspired.
An opportunity to spend some time in the middle for Darren Bravo, for Simmons to get back to his best form. And without Pollard in the lineup today, Monroe injured, not able to continue his innings for now anyway. Simmons has to take greater responsibility along with Darren Bravo.
There's the other one. The Doosra just sitting up in the surface and just leaving the right-hander.
seen over time finger spinners develop the deucer, and it's because of the challenge of T20 cricket. If you're not turning it both ways, it is very difficult to question the batsman or challenge the batsman, and that's what makes Mohammad Nabi so unique. One of the very few very successful, very consistent finger spinners that is playing the game.
Catch him, Josh. Oh, good work, good leg, good leg, good leg.
In T20 cricket, his guile is all through just change of pace and a very clever arm ball as well. And the other one you can add to that list is Chris Green, the Warriors captain, another traditional finger spinner without the mystery of the doosra.
Lewis is moving well. Good to see Lewis coming off the boundary. He's had a couple of chases today that he's looked to be moving well. He suffered with that leg injury over the last couple of games, and he's critical to any effort that the Patriots make with the bat.
Catch him now. You got him, Charlotte. Good work, Shelly.
57 for 1.
1, 2, here we go.
Alive gives you more vitamins and minerals than leading brands. Because when you start with more, you own the morning. Alive.
Former West Indies captain Courtney Walsh was a very, very successful bowler in his own right. Assistant coach of the Patriots, has worked with the women's team in recent times as well. Of course, he was employed in Bangladesh for a while, last couple of years. Does still like playing his veterans game, and was in the nets yesterday bowling a few. Oh, still looking good. The hair is a much different color from what I remember. Call him Silver Fox now.
I'd much rather face him now. He looks pretty friendly, Bish. He certainly wasn't friendly when he was at the peak of his powers. Must admit, he was a handful. Just had that incredible ability to get that steep bounce off a length and challenge your outside edge. He got the ball to straighten from an angle. He was a headache for many batsmen for a long period of time. And the other thing with him was that his durability, his ability to continue to bowl and back up season after season was quite phenomenal.
And that really was derived, and that's where a lot of young bowlers in this tournament can learn a lot from Courtney. He may not be able to do the type of training that he did when he was still playing, but he ran a lot. When I first got into the West Indies team, both himself and Malcolm Marshall, they used to call each other running partners. They would do multitudes of laps around the ground. He would walk with his little weights in his own cricket kit. And so what you saw on the field really replicated the amount of training he did. He did not have to wait for anyone to come to pull him. He was taking others. So that's something I'd like the young bowlers to tap into. The method may be different now, but it's the work ethic that is the principle.
You say the method might be different, but maybe the method doesn't need to be too different. You know, I recall having many conversations with the great Dennis Lilly, and one of the things he talked about, and he still encourages when fast bowlers speak to him, is the running aspect in their training. He always felt that you needed to get miles in your legs, because primarily the fast bowlers doing more running than anyone else in the field, and if they didn't have the miles in their legs, they would lose the integrity of their action at the crease through fatigue. So he felt that that was, you know, a vital component, and also that the running technique was also important. So the way that you ran in your run-up was really important. I don't think you can ever underestimate the value of the volume of running that bowlers, fast bowlers that is, that have to do.
In this pitch as well. We saw one from Emmerich that climbed past the left shoulder of Glendale Simmons earlier. We're seeing Drakes use the short ball, and sometimes the ball causing discomfort to a well-set Simmons and Bravo. I don't mind at all seeing the short ball to Darren Bravo. Big side of the ground he'll be pulling into. 64 for 1.
A hero knows when they enter the field, it's time to play. Step up to the wicket with Ferreira Optical and knock an amazing 25% off any Brian Lara frame or sunglasses. Plus, deliver a sensational 15% off transitions and Varilux lenses. Book your appointment today to live like a legend with Ferreira Optical. Offer ends September 10th. Conditions apply.
No Sunil Narine at the top of the order for the Knight Riders today. In the opposition, you have Lynn back. You've got Dominic Drakes in the team for the Patriots. Alzari Joseph, Sheldon Cottrell's in. But for now, it's John Ross Jagisar. Guy who just fielded the ball, Imran Khan, will be keen to have a ball as well.
He's bowled very well. Queen's Park Oval, he bowled very well. The Patriots, and I'm a little bit surprised actually that we're nearly halfway through his bowling performance and he's yet to be throwing the ball.
On, good Larry. You got him. Good Larry.
Short is a good grab in the end. Chris Lynn, I think it is, didn't quite carry.
Boy, he's holding your breath when Chris Lynn's got to dive. He's had so many shoulder problems over the years.
Oh yeah, Shaki, got it, Josh.
He's had to develop a new throwing style. He's a natural right-hand thrower. Because of the shoulder issues he's had historically, he's had to develop a left-arm throw. So you will not see him throw right-handed, or rarely see him throw right-handed. Everything's going to be done on the left side.
Simmons is coming across his stumps and staying deep in his crease. Changes on that occasion, just one again. So outside of the power play, at least the run scoring has been limited by the Patriots. They've not picked up wickets. 16 runs in the last 3.5 overs. No boundaries. That ball, halfway mark, 68 for 1. Time for the Angostura LLB drinks break.
Don't be fooled with inferior substandard filters. Value your car. It's one of your biggest investments. Sakura filters are produced and designed to enhance the full potential and lifespan of your vehicle. Distributed in more than 120 countries worldwide. Sakura filters, quality protection your car deserves.
At Tile Warehouse, we have it all. And now, so can you. Choose from our unlimited variety of tiles, from ceramic to glass. Transform your space with our LVT flooring options. Outfit your bathroom with our quality vanities and fixtures. Or find your perfect match at our PPG paint section. Shop at Tile Warehouse and have it all.
Today's the day, baby. We're gonna want you feeling hot out. Real hot. Let me call up the perfect friend for you. The rich friend and ting. New Cool, good day. Go and buy you that now. You feeling hot? No, I kinda hot, girl. New Cool is the #1 provider for top brand units such as Delta, Daikin, Comfy, and Lennox. Units starting as low as $2,250 installed. Plus, you're getting 5 years warranty. With their highly trained staff, they can handle any residential or commercial installation. To get cool, stay cool with Neil Cool.
WeatherGuard Pro. For every project, there's only one Pro. Exclusively available at Sisson's Infinity Color Shops nationwide.
Custom canopies and coverings. Don't let the rain or sun stress you out. At Custom Canopies and Coverings, we specialize in residential and commercial awnings. Call us in Trinidad at 293-6142 or 463-7429 or in Tobago at 282-1068. Boost your defense with Vitabiotics Immunis Extra with an optimum formula for your healthy immune system. Ultra Vitamin C provides slow-release vitamin C, a game-winning partnership. Available at pharmacies nationwide.
Can you imagine the world of Charles chocolates? Imagine Charles. Enter our world.
Ganger and his family out in the boat. Yeah, that sort of thing there. Get and land and check out all these wonderful sights. Scarlet ibis, I'm told, yeah. Beautiful bird life here. Blackpools, yeah, love them up there. Sun setting. Hashtag visit Trinidad stand. In terms of a bit of tourism around. Yeah, Caribbean. Things calm down a little bit of this pandemic, you've got to get here. It's simply stunning. At the Angostura drinks break. Time for Emirate again. They're going to 2 here, but no, he's very languid, is our friend Lyndall Simmons. 1 wicket to 4. Look at this in the follow-through. Bowlers, get there. Oh, Sheldon Cottrell on debut. Django, yeah, he just ball watched. He just looked over at the bowler for a split second, and in the end, that split second cost Django. Hello, Samuel Badry. How's your morning? Busy school teacher, aren't you?
Hello, Danny Morrison. And hello to all who are locked in to this battle. Trinbago Knight Riders looking to continue their perfect run in 2020. They've been really dominant throughout the Hero CPL, at least so far. Colin Monroe injured a little bit earlier, blow to the hand of the bowling of Alzari Joseph. He's since retired hurt. Hopefully it's not too bad as we get to what is a crucial part of this tournament, and he's a crucial member of this team, Colin Monroe. So all the Knight Riders fans will be hoping that it's nothing too serious.
Trying to cramp him there, was Emmerich. Yeah, interesting to note too, he's wearing his wristwatch. I know it's a plastic sports watch. So interesting to have that underneath your glove there, because again, get through the shot too early and your timing's out, you could get smashed in the wristwatch. More discomfort. As it was, he was, quite a bit of discomfort. Physio, and the old cold spray comes out, and then luckily for Colin, there was a rain disruption, and he tried to come back out, but he had a hit up and couldn't, so he couldn't hold the bat properly. So we've got Darren Bravo out in the middle. A little slap. A lot of mistimed drives out there, or sort of pulled shots as well. Already seen Simmons struggling with his time. He's in the 40s, but he's changed his bat. He's cracked one. That's near the bottom of the blade as well there from Bravo. And this run rate, it's just limping along at under 7s. That's for Samuel Badry and the life buoy. Those sanitised hands. Good man.
It's been a measured approach from the Trinbago Knight Riders so far. A few changes to their lineup, resting some of their key players just to keep them fresh, keep them rejuvenated. And they need all of their key players to fire. We saw what happened in 2019 with the Guyana Amazon Warriors, winning all of their group matches and then losing at the final hurdle. Perhaps Trinbago Knight Riders would have learned from that experience and given their players that needed break. Ends with a single, 7 off the over at the end of 11. 75 for 1.
In the world of natural gas, Trinidad and Tobago enjoys an enviable reputation. This is not by chance. For over 3 decades, one company has led the way in shaping the country's unique energy sector and facilitating its growth. The National Gas Company of Trinidad and Tobago, NGC. NGC is a diversified energy company playing a key role in the development of Trinidad and Tobago's energy policy and increasingly sophisticated energy economy.
He's 41, but last 11 scoring shots have all been singles. Very unlike Lyndall Simmons. Evan Lewis has groin problems. Queen's Park Oval. So he'll have some work done. Players, there's a few of them have had some little niggles and some blows to the body. Form issues. There we go, a bit of Alzari Joseph back. I think he might like this, Simmons. I wonder if he'll just have a bit more freedom with the ball coming on a bit more. So 2 maximums. Lovely swivel hook shot off Ray at Emmerich into the stands. Delightful. 3 men back on the onside for Simmons up against Joseph. It's away with this one, Alzari.
There's some good intel in this match as well. The number of players emanate from these parts, from Trinbago. Of course, on the Trinbago Night Riders team, but also on the St. Kitts and Nevis Patriots team, Evan Lewis, Dennis Ramden, Riyad Emirates, Imran Khan, Joshua De Silva. So there are lots of information that can be shared. Wonderful sight from the Eldorado Skycam.
Rightio, so Republic Bank fan stand question of the day.
During this COVID and this pandemic time we're going through, the vibes is that used to be there with the crowd. If you're not missing us, I have to say, missing us, missing the vibes, you know, the excitement, the ladies and them get it known and thing, you know.
Oh, I'm missing you to bits and pieces. I'll be diving head first into the crowd, as you all know. Cheryl Ann Thomas. Oh, yeah. Oh, what the game without the fans. Sadly, these guys have been frozen in time. And they'll be back next year. Numbers. Follow Republic Bank on Facebook, Twitter and Instagram and get your updates and your questions in and all the promotional stuff there. Reload. Thank you, Mr. Wilson. Yes, of course, a completely different vibe. Think of the uniqueness of the music and the live music and the dance and the guys. What are the guys there with you, Sammy? The flamethrower blowers from their mouths. That's a little bit overdoing the mouthwash, isn't it? Fire eaters and killers. Oh, Miller. Frightening.
Was it you, Danny, or was it Gautam Bimani who tried it?
Definitely GB. He's a little wild on the wild side from Bollywood. Bowled Azari. Once again, Simmons very quietly. Strike rate of Simmons has here come down appreciably.
And it has been his issue. Opening the batting and strike rate of not much over that 100, 120 mark. You'd expect a lot more at this level from an opening batsman, but he's still finding his way in this tournament. He had an exceptional 2019, Lyndall Simmons. Still have a few games left to get that form, and they will need him to fire. That's where we are perched, looking on.
Yeah, very spoilt up here. And there we go. There is taking your eye off the ball badly, Darren Bravo. Now he's been clocked right on the Swede. So we're going to have the physio come out. As soon as batsmen get hit on the helmet, you're going to need a little concussion test here. He just sort of drops his head, loses it. As I'm happy to headbutt this one. Yeah, these are dangerous. Yeah, got a good helmet on, but can cause issues. Yeah. Youngsters at home, how not to play the short one. Keep your eye on the ball all the way if you can. Sway or duck. Oof. A few in there, Sammy. A few helmet strikes.
We've had a few in this tournament. Talk about the pitches and the bounce or the lack thereof. Well, this one certainly came through from Alzari Joseph. And like you rightly mentioned, and keep your eyes on the ball. Is what all the coaches would tell their players. So not the best of techniques with that short delivery from Darren Bravo.
Yeah, FedEx fastest deliveries of this year's Hero CPL. Haven't seen much of Shane Thomas. And Fidel, he's been slippery, charging in. Couple up the top there. It's not the first time that Darren Bravo's been clocked in Hero CPL. Once again, Simmons with just another single. Partnership, yeah. It's been good. Hasn't been urgent, as you say, Sammy. It's been quite measured. Time to cut loose soon, you'd think.
You know, Karen Pollard at the back normally bails them out when they get off to a slow start. So one of these two will need to get going, will need to put their foot on the gas.
That's handsome. Lovely piece of timing from Darren Brava to finish the 12th. 83 for 1 here.
Trinity Contractors is offering visionary solutions for your construction needs. Foundation construction from $75 per square feet, decking construction from $95 per square feet, roofing from $65 per square feet, ceiling, electrical, tiling, plumbing services. 3-bedroom home from $450,000 on your land. Trinity Contractors, construction with a vision.
Their boundaries few and far between. First one since the 6th. Now the weather's improved immensely since we lost 40 minutes of play last hour. Something's awry here with Lendl.
Yeah, looks out of touch, out of rhythm. Hasn't looked himself, to be honest, for the entirety of this tournament. Even on the field, he's been off the boil. We expect much better from him. All of his experience, like I mentioned, a brilliant 2019. So the Trinbago Knight Riders were looking at him to continue that form, especially being a senior statesman in this team. Still has time, fortunately.
That's more like it. Flat bat. Oh, half a dozen from Lendl Simmons.
That's what's good about opportunities. Once you can capitalize and maximize on them. Given an opportunity here from Red Emirates, short ball, hitting towards the shorter end. And this time he's made good connection. Flat. Eldorado maximum.
Come on, Lendl. One away. His 17th CPL half century for this very gifted right-hander. He's hung in there. Yeah, that's what he's saying. Hanging in, hanging tough.
His first half century of this year's Hero CPL, Lendl Simmons, and much welcome. I'm sure this is the confidence that he will need as we go deeper into this tournament. He's gotten off to a slow start. He's got to that half century. Now he needs to kick on. Still 7 overs remaining after this one. If he can carry his bat throughout this innings, it will do him a world of good.
Round to the lefty is Red Emirates. Hustling better there, Lendl Simmons. Partnership into the 60s here between these two. Yeah, Lendl Simmons has been around the scene a while. 35 years young, Lendl Simmons. Let's see if he can flick the switch here now that he's got past that little milestone. Find some more of that timing. Can't bowl there. Low full toss and a bit of footwork. Jaggers, well done, son. Mr. Jaggersar got the boot in the way.
Simmons, experienced campaigner, as we've been mentioning, has been around the circuit for quite some time. Featured in every season of the Hero CPL.
Big shout from the bowler, Rad Emrit. A little bit of Dinesh Ramdin, who wasn't that interested. We've had 13 overs bowled. It's 93 for 1.
Hit them for 6 this cricket season with Value Optical and Trinoptics. Get the ultimate power play for your eyes. Buy 1 pair of specs and get 1 up to 50% off. That's right, the party is on at Value Optical. Ensure that your eyes are protected with the best in lens technology and quality frame designs. Celebrate with up to 50% off on your second pair or even additional pairs. Trust your transition specialist. See 2020 in 2020. Conditions apply. See online for more details. Value Optical, caring for your eyes.
Patriots, they need some inspiration from their captain, Rad Emrit, who's been at the bowling crease. Knock over Simmons and Bravo, it'd be interesting. Just to put a halt to this innings that really hasn't exploded or run away from the Patriots. I mentioned they really have rested quite a few players of TKR. There's the run out only and the retired hurt scenario to Colin Munro. No bowlers with joy along that wickets column. Most of it's been pretty economical though. We're going to have that guy Jaggers. Got the moves like.
And they'd be hoping that he can remove the left-handed Darren Bravo so that Imran Khan could come into play. As long as Bravo is there, Red Emrit will be very reluctant to give the ball to Imran Khan.
Hustling for 2, maybe. No, sir. Jamar Hamilton, sprinting shoes on.
Jaggers has been solid throughout this tournament since his inclusion in the playing 11. He's been economical. He got a few wickets earlier on as well with that carom ball and that little bit of a mystery.
Up, and boom! Loving this one from Lendl.
Brings 100 up for the Trinbago Knight Riders. Off the bat of Lindell Simmons. Decided to press the gas now. Moves on to 58 with another hero maximum.
Love the way he gets right back in the box there and he opens up that front hip. Allows that sort of stroke with ease. That's more like it, Lendell Simmons. What's he asking for here? We've got to lay, swapping. Getting a set of gloves. What's going on now? Physio? Now what is going on? Is we've got a little injury problem here. 100 for 1. He got hit by Jasprit Bumrah, India versus the West Indies in Kingston. So I just wonder, maybe just a headache just for that sconning on the helmet earlier from Alzari Joseph. Helmets do well, but you can get a headache quite easily. I can promise you from experience of headbutting a few. Dream 11, well, if you haven't downloaded that app, get onto it. Log on to dream11.com. He's got to be in your team. There's Lendell Simmons. Opening batters often. By bowl. Just a little bit of flight and held it back here. Going to get 2? Oh, they are. Good running from Darren Bravo. Good hustle.
And John Ross Jaggers, I wouldn't like that. You prefer to go to the left-hander. And look at this. From the right-handed Lendell Simmons, using the depth of his crease and targeting that long on boundary. He's doing it again. He's sitting deep, just looking for that length.
Oh, very cute. Yeah. Oh, you love this entertainment. Lendl on the charge. Just pulled out, yeah. Bit of byplay, but how's your father? Oh, yeah. And he just strays in length there. There's Jagasan. It cost him.
Yeah, that byplay in the previous delivery caused this. It adjusted the length. It was way too short, way too wide, and too easy for Lyndall Simmons, who is now on the charge, looking to accelerate, and as he should.
Yep, he's 64, he has stepped up the tempo. 14 off this over, 1 to go. Time for DM Bravo.
He's 16 off 21, so he too would want to get off, would want to lift off.
Easy one.
He's going to hold on to the strike here is DM Bravo. 108 for 1.
Kyron Pollard, how are you, man?
I'm fine.
So, tell me something. Would you recommend Omega XL to your friends, to your family, to anyone?
I definitely have. In terms of some of the product that you've given to me, my in-laws, my mom, they were using it before me. I didn't.
Oh, really?
Again, I didn't know.
Yeah.
And when I showed them what I got and what I started to use, I said, okay, you guys can have.
Oh, look at that.
And they're using it, and they were using it before, and I've been working for them. So yeah.
Well, the tempo's lifted slightly here in the last 3 overs. Nice little gradual build-up. Taller timber in terms of runs per over. Partnership now 79. And it is getting a little bit of a rev on, isn't it? This innings needs to. A little hero hunk. Time to peel back the throttle. Rev things a little now between these two experienced Knight Riders players, Bravo and Simmons. Time for Cottrell. He wants a big piece, a major piece of it. Oh, it's gone all the way. What a pickup from Darren Bravo.
Such a good bat swing from this man. Length presented from Cottrell. That's going to be a dangerous length to bowl to Darren Bravo at this stage of the innings. Look at that ball seal. Not too far off the Eldorado barrel.
Oh, thirsty. That's what he's saying there, Darren Bravo. Thirsty work here. Humid conditions. Oh, and he's getting a wriggle on. And testing with that short one again, you can understand why from the fast men up against Darren Bravo. But the strike nicely rotated back with a maximum off the first one. Single now to give the strike back to Lyndall Simmons, who's in the mood and in the groove a bit more now. 65 from 48. 4 4s, 6 maximums to Lyndall Simmons. Change in the field. Cottrell a couple of different posies covered. So third man comes up. Long off goes back for Lyndall. Long on's there as well. Beautiful placement. Went Yorker, but it was width on offer. Too comfortable for Lyndall Simmons.
Away. Just a little bit off line from Sheldon Cottrell. Just a fraction of width. and skillful enough to open the face and to get the gap. Lyndall Simmons. This man will have an important part to play in the run chase. Evan Lewis, if St. Kitts and Nevis Patriots have to get up there.
Duo, can it get going? Lynn and Lewis. Nice change of pace. Hero Motorcore leaderboard, well, way out in front compared to the Patriots are the Knight Riders. 7 from 7, whereas St. Kitts and Nevis, out of the 7, have only won once. Hence they're languishing at the bottom of the leaderboard. Top 2 are qualified already. Let's see what the Patriots have got in the reply. Good over with 1 to go, 13 from it so far.
It is still a mathematical chance of the Patriots qualifying in the top 4, but they'll need to win all of the remaining matches and focus on one at a time. They did a decent job holding or restricting this Trinbago Knight Riders batting so far. 5 overs left after this one, those will be crucial.
Slow, he thought about a dive there, Alzari won't get it. Thrashing edge. Picks up a boundary, so 17 there off the 15th. Knight Riders 125 for 1.
It's a new normal, but together we'll get through. All in, me and you. One team against COVID-19. We still keeping our distance, but we're on one common mission to stay safe and support all citizens.
Let's be our brother and sister's keeper. Make sure they're okay. Granny, uncle, and neighbor. Reduce your stress with a virtual connect. Keep fit. Sharpen your mental wits. And beware of the hype. Get the real facts. Knowledge is power. Let's be smart.
I know we can do this, TNT. This is the champion DJ Bravo.
And this is your girl, DJ Anna. We're all in. Together, let's stop the spread of COVID-19.
A message from the Pan American Health Organization, World Health Organization.
Just the wicket of Amir Django to go in this Knight Riders batting lineup. Colin Monroe had to retire hurt after sustaining a nasty blow off the bowling of Alzari Joseph. This partnership between Simmons and Bravo, 96 at the moment. As we start the 16th over. That's huge, that's massive from Bravo. Such an elegant swing he's got as a left-handed batsman. So effective in this format of the game. Hero maximum.
It's just a gentle reminder to Drakes that you can't run in like Sheldon Cottrell did and bowl into that sort of arc of Bravo. Got to be back of a length if you go full, maybe a touch wide, but not certainly in that wheelhouse. Excellent partnership. 100 partnership.
It's the 15th century partnership by the Knight Riders in all CPL. Lyndall Simmons, the aggressor. This was his 50 that he brought up, his first in Hero CPL 2020. Different gears in this innings. Started with a flurry of boundaries and then slowed down. And now he's running as fast as he can. He will be dealing in boundaries. 6 fours, 4 hero maximum so far for Simmons.
Bowling options, as it has been almost all season for the Patriots, are limited. Ben Dunk, we saw pick up a wicket in one of the earlier games, bowling some off spin. But generally, they walk into each game with just 5 specialist bowlers. So one of them or two of them traveling. Here's ball a ball. If you're going to go out there, you've got to make him hit to the big side of the ground. I just wonder if the presence of Darren Bravo at the crease has sort of negated or convinced Riyad Emirates not to use Imran Khan, who has bowled well all season.
I don't believe in this approach, Imran Khan. He's been quite good for the Patriots. I think primarily as a bowler in this squad. By all means, he should be used, despite whichever batsman is at the crease. Has an economy of 6, and if you look at the bowlers used so far by Riyad Emirates, none under 6 in terms of their economy. For not using Imran Khan, obviously local knowledge that Bravo and Simmons have of his bowling. That sounded sweet. Sounded really good from Simmons. And if you wanted to see him in full cry, here he is.
Reminiscent of the way he played last season. This is where the Knight Riders would want him to be at going forward in this tournament. We don't know where Monroe's fitness will be at. Sunil Narine not in the squad today, so he has seized the mantle, the best he's looked all season.
I had a chat with Lendl Simmons after the third game or so, and he did admit that he was trying to manufacture the big shots too early in his innings. Single taken. That was the correct assessment of his own batting game. As you can see in this innings and in the innings previous to this one, just gave himself a little more time at the start of his innings. Took time to assess the conditions. I guess more responsibility and desire to get a big score. Already 79 from 54. Absolutely glorious from Bravo. You can watch that in a test match or one-day international. Very classical.
It's a fall away after he's hit the ball. Then he backs off there. Something for photographers. 141 for 1.
Office, apartment, land, you can buy, you can sell, you can swap or rent. All the pictures on your mobile phone, pin.tt, oh yeah, it's on. Find a house at pin.tt, find the office at pin.tt, pin.tt, free mobile app. Pin.tt is free, try it now.
They want chocolate digestive, rich chocolate with cookie crunch. They want chocolate digestive, taste the cookie with chocolate sweetness.
Cookie beats chocolate in Devon Chocolate Digestive. Better because it's both.
If you're a Knight Riders fan, this should not surprise you. Last couple overs going for runs, really accelerating their batting pace and tempo. Knight Riders, they average 13 in the last 5 overs in terms of their run rate scored. When you compare that with the next best in this year's tournament, Jamaica Tallowers, they get on average 10 runs per over for the last 5. Other teams, 8 or 7.
It's good from Darren Bravo there, but it's more down now to what Riyad Emirates is trying to do to Lendl Simmons. He's pushed the deep point out, sweep around the offside, as well as long off. So as we saw with that previous delivery called the wide, he's trying to go full and wide of off stump. Just there, exactly as the man has been positioned. Try to eliminate the boundary hitting that has been so prominent in the last 3, 4, 5 overs.
We've seen that ploy used against most of the power hitters in this year's tournament, trying to take away their reach, their control against bowlers going wide and full. I still feel you can't be predictable. You've got to have 1 or 2 of your deliveries in a batch of 6 deliveries, coming closer, getting straighter. Playing a miss. This field, I'd like to see Emrit go short and fast to Bravo. Get it shoulder height. A little bit of frustration, but I'm sure Dwayne Bravo will be happy for Lendl Simmons. He's only had 1 T20 century in his entire career, Simmons. I'm sure he'll be thinking about getting that 3 figures after seeing Nicholas Pooran, who did it quite well at the Queen's Park Oval for the Warriors. Got that 100 for Mumbai Indians against Kings 11 in Mohali. Throughout his career, he's been a moody type batsman. He'll be very, very good on occasions and then just go off the boil. No question about his ability, his class.
Emrit should have gone after that. Riyad Emrit definitely should have chased that, and it would not have been 2. He started to go, but then he left it for Alzari Joseph to chase from short fine leg.
Side edge, very good from Emrit. Just going round the wicket, changing the angle, changing the pace as well. 17 gone, 145 for 1.
Our world is becoming more remote, but at Rand, we want to keep you closer while staying safe. Because to us, you are much more than a customer. You are a cherished member of our family, and we're working harder than ever to protect your health while giving you the personal service you deserve to achieve your dreams. Rand Credit Union, we'll take care of you.
Bringing more options, more value.
Only 5 bowlers used so far by the Patriots. Pharrell Joseph and Drakes will play an important part in the remainder of this innings. Knight Riders could easily find themselves 180 plus. They go according to the form of what they've produced in previous matches. It's going to be a huge target score for the Patriots. Remember, they will need to win all their remaining matches to give themselves a chance qualifying in the top 4. first of a doubleheader. Warriors will be up against the Zooks. This is the second contest of the day. St. Lucia Zooks having a really good season under the leadership of Darren Sammy. The Warriors on the rise, you would say. Players coming into form. Puran with his century. 4 wins for the Warriors. Brandon King got a half century yesterday. Really good from Alzari Joseph, showing more control.
Only question you have there with leg stump Yorkers is whether the fine leg should be back with the ball slanting into leg stump. That's the only question. If he can control it, who do you bring up? See, that's why, and Lendl Simmons senses it as well. Because of that short fine leg, it's invited him to try to anticipate a repeat delivery to get it past there. No change in the field. There's Imran Khan. He's really been a spectator in every way so far.
Just confirms the point I was making, Ian Bishop. When you bowl 3 of the same type of deliveries, you get a batsman premeditating and setting themselves to score off you. Clipped away. That's an amazing shot from Lendl Simmons. He was on one leg and still had the power to get it for a hero maximum.
150 comes up. Missed his length by just enough, and with the weight back, it allowed Simmons to get under the ball. You'd think that Joseph was bowling to that plan again, but he missed it.
And again, just set himself. Opened that front leg. He didn't try to go too square, went straight. And that was the right decision.
2 strikes away from what could be the second 100 of Hero CPL 2020. And enough time to do it for Simmons.
Control again from Lendl Simmons. He will harbor thoughts of the landmark of 3 figures. Both himself and Bravo, they've now gone into the highest partnership we've had for the season. 159 for 1.
Imagine you can be internationally certified via your computer, tablet, even your phone in the comfort of your own home. Online.
On my time. On my campus.
Often said that the strength of a team rests with its reserves. Today, the Night Riders, 4 new players as compared to the last game. And Simmons, he's been playing all the matches for the Night Riders, so getting into form, you would say.
Was always going to be the invitation for a couple of reasons, with Bravo standing so far out of his crease. The short ball would be critical because he'd be hitting to the big side, and the field that set leg side suggests that mostly for the over, if Bravo's on strike, it's going to be full into leg stump or short. Someone walks directly behind the bowler's arm. Because mid-off is up, so he can't pitch up on the off stump. Third man is up, he can't give room outside off stump.
What Bravo has done is highlighted that issue that he has playing the short ball. Batting out of his crease, just takes his eyes off the ball. And that's a complete no-no if you're playing good, fast bowling. Got to keep your eyes on the ball. Make sure you get your hands high if you commit to playing it. Didn't do that at all. Bravo. Ramden celebrates. The issue continues for Bravo. Short delivery doing the trick this time for Cottrell. May tickle down the leg side, and Ramden makes no mistake.
Fighting the short ball. No salute from Sheldon Cottrell this time, but Bravo gone. Given out, caught behind, 36 to him, 159 for 2.
As a child, our dreams are only limited by our imagination, so we dream big. We see a pathway that can make your dreams a reality. By choosing a sustainable fuel option, you can do more than you imagine. You can give your dreams the time and savings they deserve. With us along for the ride, you will not only arrive at your destination, you will arrive at your dreams.
The 130-run partnership between Bravo and Simmons finally broken by the Patriots. Tim Seifert, the wicketkeeper batsman, comes to the crease. This was Bravo's dismissal. Question is, Ian, did he play it?
I'm not convinced he did. You'll see the t-shirt move just a touch there, just as the ball goes past it. And if we go back to the previous replay, you perhaps see it even better. So I'm not saying it's an incredibly bad decision. Just look here. Look at the t-shirt move just there. That tells me it may have been the ball brushing the shirt. Bravo looked disappointed as well. But there's a lot happening, and the umpire has one view of it. That's why I alluded to the umpire determining that he was out caught behind, but I'm not convinced either.
Might have been two noises, or might have made contact with the glove before going on to make contact with the shirt.
Aaron, that is not the point. The point is he looked disappointed.
Indeed, gives a reflection of the player's mind. But again, difficult decision for the umpire, especially down the leg side. Sometimes there's contact with the thigh. That sounds like there was contact with the bat. I guess from a Patriots point of view, they'll be pleased. Bravo is a genuine six-hitter, so new batsman at the crease.
Bowled again, full and wide. He's used, Sheldon Cottrell, he's used the advantage of the field in this over nicely. With the big side of the ground to the left-handed Bravo, it was predicted he'd go full or short, or full and short. Now to Seifert, he's going wide with the field set third man. Deep backward point, deep extra cover, and long off. So using the dimensions beautifully. Get it right to close out the over. Don't do it, Tim. Don't do it.
Something we've spoken about, the planning from teams and the execution and the change in plans for different players. Cottrell didn't plan to let this one slip. That sort of planning has accounted for the tremendous success we've seen from the Night Riders, and today quite good from the Patriots.
It's a really good over in the context of what has gone before. Exceptional over from Cottrell. 1-6-2 for 2-1 to go.
The way we move, the way we sound, feel the rhythm. The way we fed, soaking wet, it's the way we play. The way we groove, the way we dance, every night and day. Every night and day. Caribbean, difficult. Caribbean, let's unleash the fun.
Carib, it's the way we play.
Lendl Simmons, 6 shy of yet another T20 century. 19 overs started with him requiring 6. Now we into the 20th, and the same equation applies. Dominic Drakes will have the chance to bowl to Simmons this last and final over of the innings. He's only played 1 match before for the Patriots, so not a lot of game time for the youngster. Fine like third man up. Just shy of the fielder in third man. Just 2 taken by Lendl Simmons, wanting to have strike again. So some premeditation there by Lendl, expecting that delivery to be full, choosing to use the pace as against his power down the ground. Might change his approach now. Let's see. Hesitation, wide signal eventually was delayed. Just a leading edge. Chris Lynn, outstretched arm. Clips it up, man, gets under it. Cottrell, century denied. You will be disappointed, Lendl Simmons. It was there for the taking, and it's not to be.
It's good bowling by Drakes, though. It's a wonderful innings. A commanding return to form, but he's hit this into the big side of the ground. And that's what Drakes wanted him to try to do, bowling into his feet. But Simmons has set this innings up magnificently in the absence of a few seniors. And that will be appreciated by his teammates. And duly it should be. .96 to Simmons, 165 for 3.
We have it all, and now so can you. Choose from our unlimited variety of tiles, from ceramic to glass. Transform your space with our LVT flooring options. Outfit your bathroom with our quality vanities and fixtures. Or find your perfect match at our PPG paint section. Shop at Tile Warehouse and have it all.
Lynn backpedals quite nicely. He had the opportunity when Simmons was there early in the over. But just that lovely angle, left-hander's angle, they add so much value. Good judgment. lot of damage has already been done, but it'll do Drake's the world of good. Seifert goes for 2, 165 for 4.
It's easy to feel on top of your game. Well, a solid team helps support you. That's why the experts at Jameson make products for immune support made with pure ingredients. We'd say it's a winning lineup. Stay strong with Jameson.
Looking Dominic Drakes on a hat-trick. No change in the field. Raz on strike. Playing a miss. He went full. The angle just beating the outside edge. Rammed in with a stifled appeal. This was the first wicket. Lendl Simmons playing to leg, trying to get a hero maximum, holding out to Cottrell. And the very next ball, another leading edge, as we've seen earlier in the over. Gets it through. Quick hands by Raza.
As was the case with Alzari Joseph, the only downside to bowling to this field is bowling outside or into leg stump with a short fine leg. If you take pace off the ball, it's okay. But if you put pace on the ball, it's risky.
Bravo will get one delivery. Will he be able to finish with a flourish? He loves through that offside. Pace on the ball with the angle. Just plays into Bravo's strength. He's a wonderful driver of the cricket ball, both along the ground and in the air. Goes straight. Goes straight. 2 fielders circling and he finishes with a flourish. Bravo. Standing captain for today. Will be happy with that strike. And a wonderful end to the innings.
.174 for 4 from 20 overs. There was a good power play for TKR, 52. They struggled to get from over 7 to about 11, lacking boundaries, but a nice flourish in the second half of the innings has seen them propelled to what is a significant score. Wayne Bravo doesn't get many deliveries these days, but goodness me, he sometimes makes use of them.
49 is what the Knight Riders produced in the last 5, under what they've accustomed producing. They'll be quite pleased with this target score of 174, thanks mainly to Lendl Simmons. That innings of 90